Hello. Sorry, this is a weird angle. I don't have my stand with me. Right now I'm just going, this is one of the large boxes that have been gifted to me. It was a diaper box, and there was like puppy coats and stuff in here, so like I'm less overwhelmed than I was. I have a keep pile, I have a donate pile, and I have a buy and sell pile. The buy and sell pile I would be taking to a resale shop that I go to for children. It is just for babies and children, and I love it. It's called Mommy and Me, because essentially there are like some maternity things there, which when I go and take those, I'm gonna look over there, but like there's not a lot of maternity stuff in my size usually. Okay, so I don't know that this will work. I do kind of like it. I'll put it in the keep pile for now. So essentially I'm just kind of going through this box. I'm on a break time with work, so I'm only doing one box today. Okay, so 9 months. So my baby is due, because I kind of like these patterns of these two. My baby is due September 19th. So September, and I just kind of October, November, December, January, February, March. I think I just got a message. April, May, June. Yeah, what's this one? 12 months. Ugh, if she got in it early, maybe. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so that is so cute. I love the pattern of this one. I don't know how big she's gonna be either. I keep judging everything off of my daughter's size. My daughter was a preemie. I don't know what this one's gonna be, so it's hard. Even though they will have been born like around the same like time frame, it's hard because it could be totally different. Okay, let's see. So I kind of wanted to talk 12 months. I don't know, dark colors. I don't know what this baby is going to come out looking like, but I will say that like my daughter that is already with us, she came out, my husband and I are fairly light skinned, and so I don't know, this just didn't look good. Dark colors didn't look good on her as a baby. So directly to the right of me, I have is my donate pile. And then over there, whenever I kind of toss it over there, I have a box over there, and that's my buy sell pile. So I don't know, some of these are kind of different, like patterns. And I am a pattern person. Don't get me wrong. I am a pattern person. But I've kind of gotten down to like basics, especially when you're matching shoes to things or trying to like kind of get things to go together. I don't want to have such a large wardrobe. This is for me and my children. I don't want to have such a large wardrobe that I make it impossible on myself to make anything look decent. Like everything looks mismatched, I mean, I don't mind some mismatch. That's cute, but that's not going to be in season for her. Wah. So, I don't know. Let's donate that one. That one's so cute. Here's another one. Is that the same as that one? No. It's similar, but I don't really... The red buttons with the yellow kind of is... I'm not sure. I'm going to put that in that pile over there. So, what I want to talk about is shortages that we're experiencing right now. It's kind of scary. Ooh, this one's kind of worn looking. 12 months. I don't know what I'm going to do with that one. It's not too bad. I don't know. Maybe I can... I'm going to see if I can do something with that. The ruffles and everything before I put it to donate or sell or whatever. I don't know. That's different. Ooh, that could go with a birthday shirt that I have. Or is that writing silver? The writing on my Mommy of the Princess shirt is gold. I don't know. I'll keep it just in case because I don't know. It might go with that. So anyway, the shortages that we're experiencing is pretty scary in my opinion. So when, my daughter was born, this is very cute. When my daughter was born, it was September, and then the following March we hit COVID. And just in general, it was a scary time for all of us. But then shortages happened. Obviously, everybody remembers the toilet paper shortage. Oh, that's a cute swimsuit. I wonder, for the foster closet, I wonder swimsuits, if that's, I don't really know if that's a thing. Maybe I'll put it in the buy sell. Not that foster kids shouldn't have swimsuits. I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I don't know. They never advertise that they need that. So anyway, so yeah, it was just, what a lot of people don't remember is other shortages that we had. Like, everything kind of went on a shortage. And that was not limited to just the toilet paper. It spilled over in multiple areas, one of them being formula for a little bit, and it was scary. So with my daughter, I had to formula feed her, and I say had to. My mom formula fed me. I've never had a problem with formula feeding. Still to this day, I do not have a problem with formula feeding. 6 to 9 months. I'm trying to think. I always like a good bloomer. It's funny because this one is bigger than this one, and this one's 6 to 9 months, and that one is 12. So, but I'll keep it because I always like a good bloomer. So anyway, my mom formula fed me. I've never had a problem with formula feeding. I still don't have a problem with formula feeding. And honestly, when it came to whenever I had my daughter, I kind of always planned to formula feed, but not like, I wanted breast milk also. Like, I really wanted my milk to come in and just kind of like wing it, see how it went. These never, oh, that's kind of dirty. I wasn't really sure. Like, I was nervous to breastfeed or pump. Like, the whole concept of it seemed odd to me, just simply for the fact that my family is not a big breastfeeding family. They're not. Like, I feel like that's a thing. Like, if you have a breastfeeding family, you have a breastfeeding family. If you have a formula family, you have a formula family. You know what I mean? And that's not maybe always the case, but like, my grandma formula fed, my mom formula fed. Neither one of them, I don't think, ever had any plans to breastfeed. Like, they just did not want to. They just didn't. And again, I have no problems with either way, but I thought, well, it made me nervous because it's not like the norm necessarily in my family or whatever. And so it made me nervous. I wasn't sure how to feel about it. I have friends who, their entire family, or breastfeeding family, and, so I'm not saying that I ever thought it was gross or weird or unnatural or like anything like that, because I've always felt like it was a natural thing. It just wasn't what I was used to, like, within my family. It wasn't ever that, like, people in my family talked about when they were breastfeeding or anything. Like, it just wasn't a thing. And so, but over the course of the last couple of years, because whenever that hit and we had the shortage for a little while, we had the shortage, but we were able to find some eventually. My husband and I went out traveling one day, 45 minutes away from home. We did find formula. We got 2 cans. And then family was actually going around different places and finding cans. And I'm not saying that I became the person that hoarded cans, so don't get me wrong there. But I always wanted to stay 1 can ahead, because whenever I found out that our Walmart or whatever no longer had my baby's formula, we were like, we needed it right then. Like, I would wait till I was about a half a can, and then I would go get another can, maybe like 3/4 of a can, something like, or a quarter of a can, something like that, and I would go get it. I no longer let that happen. I always wanted to stay 1 can ahead. So I'm not saying that I hoarded it, but I always wanted to be that can ahead for a buffer, that if I went to the store and it wasn't there, it gave me time to find a sitter, because COVID, we weren't taking my daughter out in stores or anything, you know, whatever. So like find a sitter, you know, go around the availability of times of one of the grandmas. They could watch my daughter, and then we would go out and look for formula. So I always wanted to stay that can ahead. Now what I'm seeing online, the formula shortage, oh my gosh, it is terrifying to me. And I'm sharing things online. Like anytime I see that, these are kind of cute. These just make me laugh. They make me laugh because is that not 90s? That is so 90s. But oh my gosh, that's funny. I like them though. Anyway, so it was relatively short-lived, and it got to where like that shortage, you know, formula came back into our local stores. Right now, it seems like it's absolutely terrifying. All I'm seeing is pictures of empty shelving units being shared. That scares me to death. I'm seeing moms like just on my regular feed, but then also on my, I'm on a mom group for like local. Oh, I think these are like linen pants. At first I thought they were supposed to be white and they were dingy, but I don't think so. Those are cute. 24 months. Those are cute. So I'm seeing women get on there and just like plead. Does anybody have this type of formula? Has anybody seen this type of formula? Is anybody leaving town that can look for this formula for me? And moms are banding together and helping each other out, finding formula. And it scares me because we went through a time like that when my daughter was that age, you know, young, you know, it, like I said, it wasn't this long of a time. 3T. Now those pant legs look short. Maybe those were meant to be capris. I don't know. They kind of look short. Anyway, ooh, jeans. I hope there's some in here my daughter's size right now. Anyway, so it just terrifies me. And anytime I see anyone selling, giving away formula, anything like that, I'm sharing it. Any solutions to formula stuff, I'm sharing it just because it's out there on the internet. And it's like, well, maybe it could help someone, right? Well, I ruffled some feathers because I shared the goat's milk thing. I didn't get on there and make a post and share it, but I shared the goat's milk thing just on my Facebook page, and I don't know, someone, I don't think they meant anything bad by it. I think they were trying to be helpful, but they got on my post and they were like, oh my gosh, like this, you shouldn't be, like people shouldn't do this, this is ill-advised, you know. But then of course I do always go back to, yeah, but formula has not always existed. So what did people do before? And they, you know, not everybody could breastfeed. And, you know, I know there was a lot higher mortality rate. And so we could go down that rabbit hole. And I'm not trying to be weird about it. I'm just saying, like, I don't know. Like, I just share stuff to try to be helpful. That's all. And anyway, so it kind of like started something on Facebook. And it didn't start anything with me. Somebody else then jumped in on that. And, you know, that was not ever my intention. It's just that it scares me. Because, oh my gosh, like this formula shortage is huge. And here I am staring down the barrel of having another baby. And with my daughter, my milk did not come in. It did not come in. I tried and tried. I wasn't allowed to breastfeed right away because of medications and stuff that I was put on like right at first. So my doctor was like pump and dump. But you have to like pump constantly. So I'm making formula bottles. I'm trying to pump. I'm trying to, like, I had people around all the time. My postpartum was rough. I'm not making excuses, but I don't know what exactly caused the domino effect of it. But essentially my milk did not come in, period. Like, that's what it gets down to, is it didn't come in. So instead of doing both breastfeeding and formula feeding like I was planning, like I was really hoping, that just didn't happen. It just didn't happen. I exclusively formula fed. And what's terrifying to me is there have been recalls and everything else for formula. And when you read stuff about it, it really is scary, you know, it really is scary. And so I think this is going to be my donate box. I have donate boxes already started, but I think I think those are full and I need a new one. So I'm just going to use this one as my donate box. So anyway, I just, you know, now I've lost what I was saying, other than it scares me to death. I really, really hope and pray that my milk does come in this time. I'm not as nervous, or whatever you want to call it, to breastfeed or pump, or, you know, I'm really not nearly, I don't feel the same as I did. I mean, I'm a mom now. I've gone through, even though I haven't gone through breastfeeding, I have gone through a lot of things with my daughter, and I'm just a lot less, whatever you want to call it, about doing mom things. You know what I mean? You kind of get over that. You're like, oh, well, whatever. It's like, everybody always told me that with like the nose Frida, oh, well, you know, it's not a big deal, it's whatever. And this one girl I know, she said, yeah, I was always freaked out by the nose Frida with my first kid. But by the time I had my second, which they were twins, she's like, no, you get over that real quick. You're just like, whatever. And like, yes, I now use a nose Frida if I have to with my daughter. And it's just so funny. It's so funny how things change. But anyway, another thing that I've decided to do this, and I am fully prepared to be a failure if that happens. I don't plan on failing. I think people plan on me failing. Like, I think people plan on me failing. But that is cloth diapering. I had considered it for a very short amount of time with my daughter, but then I was like, you know what? It's not worth the hassle. And with my daughter being my first and everything, I was truly, truly, truly overwhelmed by everything. I was overwhelmed by everything. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. You're a first-time mom. You know, I don't think there's any shame in that, but I definitely was overwhelmed. Every stage that my daughter hit, every new milestone, everything like overwhelmed me. The thought of, oh my gosh, we have to go from 2-ounce bottles to 4-ounce bottles. Oh my gosh, like every time that stage, am I doing the right thing? Am I this? Am I that? I hope I'm less that way this time. I mean, I think you question it no matter what, but I hope that this time I'm more confident in my ability to read my child. And know that I can try it, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. You know what I mean? It's not the end of the world. It's okay. That's what I'm really hoping. And the same with, oh my gosh, like we have to introduce foods now. I was so shaken up about introducing foods, like, and I think I still will be nervous to a degree. I thought I had another coat in this pile. Do I not? I think I'll be nervous to a degree just because my daughter did not have any food allergies. I had food allergies as a child. Everyone around me was like, well, not, my mom wasn't, because she dealt with it with me as a baby. But anyway, everybody around me besides my mom was like, you're making too big of a deal out of introducing foods. Like, it's not that big a deal, but I was nervous about it. So whenever I thought about cloth diapering my daughter, everything just seemed too much. And I knew right away that I could not do that. I just couldn't I couldn't handle that load and doing new things and doing stuff like that. So I didn't do it. This time I'm going to attempt cloth diapering. And I say attempt because I know that it's going to be extra work, and I'm also going to have a newborn and a toddler, but I think my confidence level will be there. I normally don't like to talk about stuff like this on like the internet at all, but I switched from disposable feminine products to cloth pads like a while back, and it's night and day difference to me. It's so much better. Like it's way better. And I can't help but think that it would be the same with cloth diapers. if done correctly. And when I say correctly, you know, I don't, everybody has their way of doing things or whatever. I'm not going to do over the top, whatever, but I want to get a good routine down, something that works. And I just really hope and pray that it does work and it is effectively something that I can keep up with and do. Because disposable diapers have gone up tremendously with inflation. You are constantly buying them. Oh my gosh, you're constantly buying them, which whatever, but like it's like every time you turn around, you're like, and like with my daughter, I've been potty training my daughter over a year, doing stuff with her. She is simply just really, really not ready. And it's so frustrating. And so we're still buying diapers. She did get 2 chemical burns last year, and I had to switch the diaper brand. And then with that, you begin to do a little bit of research of what's what, and what I was finding was absolutely terrifying. So I felt at that time we were already starting potty training, so I was like, I'm not going to go out and buy cloth diapers for her now. But with my next baby, I think I'm going to try cloth diapering, and I became a little more passionate about it that way. I'm not saying it's my passion. I'm saying I became more passionate about, no, I'm really going to do this, you know. Because it is a big commitment. It's a lot to do. And then when you have people who watch your child and then they're like my mother-in-law, my mom, you know, they disposable diapered kids. And that's, am I judging? No, I'm still disposable diapering my daughter. So I'm not coming from a place of judgment. But what I'm saying is I start bringing this up and they're like, whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, you want a cloth diaper? And also over time, cloth diapering has changed. You know, it has. I'm in a cloth diaper group now, and I'm trying to learn. I'm not saying I go down this rabbit hole. I do not have time to sit and just read and research and stuff on the internet. I do a little. I do as much as I can. I've started buying cloth diapers. I need more. I need significantly more before this baby gets here. But that's my hope. I really hope that I can do that and get a good routine, a good system down, that it's not going to bog down or overwhelm my life in any way or make things so much harder that I'm just like, I can't do this, you know, because I know my headspace now versus headspace when you're postpartum, that's 2 different things. And then I also know at the beginning, we're going to have to disposable diaper for a little bit because, I've seen some moms do like hacks and stuff like that to make the cloth diapers fit smaller butts, but I'm not learned enough in it to probably do those hacks or whatever. And so, especially, you know, if she comes out small and all that, you know, and that's what I keep going back to in my mind because, again, my daughter was premature. So she came home in preemie diapers, which preemie stuff, by the way, is impossible to find. Clothes or diapers, very hard. Hi. But yeah, like, so everything she had was preemie. And so that's what is in my mind of like, it's going to be like this, where really, you know, she could wait, she could come out on time. Like, I don't know what to expect in those terms. But I am preparing myself to disposable diaper at first, which I'm hoping I can kind of get over a postpartum hump and then start practicing with the cloth diapers. And I want a system already in place kind of in my mind of how I'm going to do it. And like I said, having used cloth pads, I kind of have a feel for treatment and care and just like, I'm less nervous about it, I guess. I don't know. That's weird, I guess, but it works for me, and it gave me a little more confidence that I'm like, I'm going to do this, because I'm just tired. I'm tired of the shortages. I'm tired of the inflation. And I know we all are, but I just mean, it's like you're sitting here and there's stuff you desperately need, and for whatever reasons, it is not accessible to you. It is terrifying. And then as a mom, I feel like we're going to get hit and affected by that in so many ways in life. If I could alleviate that from whatever with my children, that's what I want to try to do. So like, I just really want to be able to actually do the cloth diapering. And I am just like hoping and praying that my milk comes in and we can avoid the shortages the best that we can. And like, that's what I'm hoping for, because, oh my gosh, it's scary to me, you know. So anyway, thanks for coming with me. I have a really good donation box started. We'll probably fill this up by the time I go through this other box. Just because, again, I have full wardrobes from, you know, whenever my daughter was little. I appreciate these gifts and stuff. So I want to keep some. This is my keep pile out of that box. So it's not a lot, and that is true. It is not a lot. But, again, I have full wardrobes. So I have room to be a little more picky with these sizes. These sizes I do. And I don't want to store just oodles and gobs of clothes, you know. And then I have a very good donation box. And then over here, all I have to do is fold. So the spillover that's up there is what I have added from what I just did. So I have to go over there and fold those and put those in that box because this box was already full. So that's the buy sell box. And I'm hoping I can, well, I should have all this done this week. And then when my mom and I go for my ultrasound on June 7th, this store that I'm talking about that I'm taking the buy sell stuff to, it is in the same town as my doctor. So I'm hoping I'll have all the buy sell stuff ready. And then I can just take that with us and we can turn it in and get store credit. And then I can kind of do a little shopping around and get some other things I need, maybe some maternity stuff, maybe some household stuff, because I have some household things I need for the new baby. Cloth diapers, they have cloth diapers there. My mom's like, don't get used cloth diapers. I don't have a problem with used cloth diapers. She will be with me. I will see if they're used or if they're new. I don't know. I just know where the section is, and I haven't like looked at it too much yet, but I want to take some more time and do that. So that's my plan. That's what I'm doing. These are all empty boxes that I'm going to be using for storage and stuff. But this is the other box of gifted clothes. And I'm going to go through that hopefully on Wednesday. And then I can be done with this section or this like whatever of clothes. And then when I get the clothes from my grandma's house that she has washed and sized for me, then we can go through all of those and separate all this out to donate, buy, sell, and keep. So those are larger sizes. Those are larger size clothes. So anyway, thanks for joining with me on this blah, 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 and going through some clothes and sorting and talking about cloth diapering, because that's what's been on my mind lately. And we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Thanks for joining me. We'll see you next time. Bye.